Alright, take 3. I'm gonna try this again, but only one more time. Because I've been diving into the philosophy side of this a bit more. I do this, I bounce from like spirituality, science, and philosophy, right? And history really ties into philosophy. So you're getting a history lesson today, too. I want to talk about my boy Napoleon Bonaparte and what I learned from that motherfucker. One of the best fucking war leaders that ever lived. Like, honestly, his strategies were like, oh my god, he fucked people up. Anyway, I'm gonna explain to you how. So he would like, so he would go out and he would send out like scouting parties to go like to check out where the enemies are. Sorry, I'm stammering. I was smoking a little weed. But yeah, so he he would send out all these scouting parties. And then this one battle in particular, he sends out scouting parties in like every direction, right? And this left him very vulnerable, okay? And he was not aware until the enemy showed up and ambushed, right? And his people were like, oh fuck. And like everyone's like, we need to strategize, we need to flank them, we need to run, we need to do something. And Napoleon looks at them all and he's like, we need to get as close as we can together, and we need to hold the line. That's what we need to do right now. And everyone's freaking out. They're like, no, we're surrounded. We're gonna die. You want us to die? You want us to just stand there and die? And he's like, no, I want you to stand here and hold the line. And they're like, you're fucking crazy, Napoleon. All your other tricks, they worked, yes, but you're crazy, Napoleon, right? And he's like, I know what I'm saying, right? And finally, they're like, fine, but why? Why? Just stand here and die, you know? And he looks at them as dead serious as this man could possibly look at them. Because I could not. And he was like, I just sent out scouting parties in every direction. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, they don't go out for very long, like an hour or two. They'll go scouting, and then they come back. And they're like, oh. And he's like, yeah, so stand here and hold the line. And then, and so they did. They stood there and they held the line. Some men fell, but for the majority's sake, they held the line, right? And then all of a sudden, these motherfuckers just start coming out of the woodworks, right? All the scouting parties. It's like a fucking movie if you think about these. Well, I guess this is what movies are based on. Like, it's like, oh my god, like this fucking happened. So fucking, yeah, then all these scouting parties like fucking come from every fucking direction, and then Napoleon's right there in the middle with his dudes, and they have the enemy surrounded, and they fucking like demolished them. They demolished them, right? And like fucking beautiful battle, like an epic win for Napoleon, right? And I know you guys are like, girl, you're all about peace. What are you doing? There's a reason for this, right? The lesson I took out of this was that sometimes you could be facing those days where shit feels like scary or hopeless, or like you don't know which way is up, right? And sometimes you just need to really take time to like listen to your intuition and really think about being more responsive instead of reactive. Like really think out, like the hopeful side of every situation, because there is a hopeful side to every situation. And optimism. Optimism saved Napoleon for a long fucking time, okay? That fool broke every goddamn rule he could. He was like, are you an authority to me? No. like, good luck trying to boss Napoleon around, right? And I just fucking love the guy. But I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't, but that mind, that mind, though. Very strategic, very like, what? What did you just do? Like, you just, because any other war leader would have been like, oh no, we gotta run, we gotta scatter, and then they would have died. They would have all been ambushed and died, right? Because of how weak their numbers were. But just holding the line, standing, like, what a Zen moment in war, right? To just like have that deep insight to know, like, shit's gonna be okay. Hey, you just gotta hold the line sometimes, right? And so, whenever you're feeling like those moments of anxiety and hopelessness, maybe tell yourself, just hold the line. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna see this through. You're gonna get past this, Um, honestly, like, that's like, yeah, just one of the deepest fucking lessons I've learned in philosophy. I know it was war philosophy, and I actually really do appreciate war philosophy because I feel like they have a lot more to say on existentialism than the average person. So learning about these strategists from like these different eras and like things that they did, and understanding you're not without hope, you know, even in those dark days when shit feels fucking like scary and shit, and you're just like, how am I gonna move forward? You can fall forward, right? Hold the line. You'll be okay. Chill. Okay. And that's just like, I don't know. I felt like I needed to take a moment after I smoked a little bit of my joint, and I was like, you know what? These motherfuckers need to hear about my boy Napoleon. And I know this is way different. You guys are like, this bitch does tarot. Well, I actually do a lot more than that. I actually, like, the whole purpose of the tarot was to be a philosopher and to be able to help people with philosophy as well as spirituality. Part of being an alchemist is combining spirituality, philosophy, and science. And I do that. And so I want to, rather than just keep my videos so specific on tarot, I would like to reintroduce, philosophy into this. And, sorry, this light is like reflecting hell on my face right now. I'm trying, okay. But yeah, so, I just wanted to reintroduce philosophy and, just, all kinds of different things. Math and science and all the shit that you didn't want to learn about. Guess what, bro? I'm here to teach it to you, but in a fun way, okay? So yes, please bear with me in my redirection right now because Spirit is calling me to show you how all three are meant to be created equally. They're meant to be one and the same. They started out as alchemy and entropy. It flew out into entropy. It became three different things, three different subjects. And though they are very specific to their field, I feel like they are still married. those three things. It's the Holy Trinity. The body, the science, the mind, or well, the body is a philosophy, the mind is a science, and the spirit is spirit, and it's like, I feel like you kind of start grasping how they really all go together, and it's all been kind of hermetically sealed from us, right? That this connection that we can find between them. I have to relight my cigarette. But yeah, so yeah, I wanted to introduce all kinds of shit. And I hope you guys bear with me on every fucking turn that this channel takes because one, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm gonna do shit my way. And two, I have ADHD, so I can't do one thing for too long without wanting to introduce new things into it. So it's like, I like spicing it up, and so I want to spice up these videos, so we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna add all the shit. You're gonna learn about philosophy, science, spirituality. I love doing tarot. I'm fucking hooked. It's like honestly, I wake up every morning between 3:30 and 4 in the morning, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get my coffee. I'm gonna be with the people, and I'm gonna spread some fucking knowledge. And lately I feel like I've connected so much with so many different people and people that I haven't talked to in fucking years and shit. Just everybody kind of coming in, and like I feel like I'm growing with my community, and that's a really beautiful feeling. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, my day job is now my side hustle, and my real career here is like doing tarot and philosophy and all of this, everything, that I'm doing, whatever I'm doing, I don't know. It's so much, right? But I've been filling my brain with so many fucking books over all these years and so much fucking knowledge. And I went through all that fucking college and shit, guys. And I need to vent it. I need to get it out of my brain and into the world, okay? Because it's almost too much for me to just have for myself. Like I have fucking journals and journals and journals, and it's just like, you know what, at some point I needed to be like, they're getting it, they're fucking getting it. I tried to do this in like past relationships and friendships even, and it's like sometimes it falls on deaf ears because like they're not ready to grasp that, or that's not really in their area of like thinking or whatever. And I'm like, you know what, maybe if I put it out here on a platform where everyone can see it, like the right people will see it. The people who want to know about it, the people who want to see the bigger picture here. So, thank you for you guys who are subscribing and supporting me. And even like when I take a day off of like doing readings, people are like, hey, where are you? What are you doing? And I'm like, what? Oh my God. And so I'm sorry for the day I took off. I had a mental health day. But yeah, but I'm fucking here for it. I'm here for you guys. I fucking love what we're doing here. I love how the progression of this channel is growing, and just like, I don't know, it's been fucking cool. It's a cool experience, and honestly, I consider this my career. This is what I want to do. Um, and so, yeah, I love you guys. Namaste. Class dismissed.